That is mighty pretty right there, isn't it? That's a mama and her baby and another mama. But the pretty thing is just how fat they are. Look how sleek and beautiful they have their summer coat. It's a red tag there. One of the deer that was raised in the pen and turned loose. She's been out for a while, had some babies in the wild. And, both of those could be hers. She might have twins. I think maybe they are. All three of those are does. The two smaller ones do not have tags. One is smaller, the other is not a lot smaller. So I really believe that's two does, because those two there look like they are definitely bred and going to have some babies. But we plant so many acres of food plots, and we have such a lot for them to eat. They're enjoying Southwest deer food right there. But golly, what a great way to start out another week, is looking at big old beautiful fat does. Gosh, they are beautiful. But just looking, I just don't know. That little baby doe is almost as big as her mama, but you can see she is definitely smaller. I'm not so sure, but what she's not going to have a baby either, other than maybe she just is really big and fat. A little fat girl. She's absolutely gorgeous. Definitely, we have some pretty guys right here right now, and with some big antlers as well. One of them is Mr. Forrest. The others are being a little nervous and going to walk away. We can see that their horns are growing dramatically. I think that might be Fat Boy right there. That deer is not tagged, so he isn't definitely not born in the pen. The other deer, I think, is the same situation. The deer right over here in the prayer circle is Buddy. So we know that's little Buddy right there. Forrest is looking good. There's another deer right down there, which is a buck as well. We've got some feed thrown out here on the ground, and so that buck is gonna leave on us. That's as far as reach as we have with our camera. So it's as good a look as we can see. He's a beauty. Got a little bit of antlers going on his head. Deer down there is really, really looking nice. Is that TC? That very well could be TC. Of course, Forrest looking really good. Buddy over here. So what we've got here, there's a really nice look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bucks. 5 bucks, a really nice look at 5 bucks. I'm gonna kind of ease out here and see if I can't throw a little bit more feed. I don't know how much feed is on the ground. Patchy fed this morning, and you can see that Forrest is looking really good. Forrest is even gonna back away a little bit. Little Buddy right there, looking really good. That guy right there, small horns, but getting started good. He has no tag on, but he really acts like he's pretty doggone tame, but he has no tag. So he's a born in the wild deer, no doubt about that. And that, I don't know if that is TC. I see that big old tag there. But I think TC was tagged in both ears and purple on this side over here, I believe. So, but that is a really, really nice buck. But Forrest says, Jimmy, come on up here. Get some more. Come on up here and get some more feed out of there. I know there's more in there. He wants me to throw some feed, and I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. But that's some nice look at the antlers right there. It's just some of the looks that we haven't been able to hardly get. You can see how they're growing magically. I mean, and dramatically. I guess that's a little bit of a purple tag right there, isn't it? So I believe that might be TC. That sure might be TC. We'll be able to tell as his antlers grow out. The other deer hasn't gone far away down there. And that's, again, a wild deer. So we've got really got a couple of wild deer here is all. And they're looking really nice, though. So that's a nice look. I'm going to throw some feed out. Here's another little deer wanting to come in. It's a beautiful, beautiful little doe. And she's wanting to come in here and eat with the bucks. She heard the noise going off at the feeder. So we actually have 6 deer here right now, which is the most deer we've had here in a long time. That's TC. It's got to be TC right there. I was talking to Apache, saying I hadn't seen TC in a while. He said, well, actually, I saw TC up by the shooting range the other day. Looky there at Mr. Forrest. Golly, 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 what a beauty. And they're looking around to see if there's anybody else coming up. There's another doe coming up. No, that's a buck. That's that other little buck out there, a little wild buck. Got 2 wild bucks in here and 3 bucks that were born here. Oh, TC, he's probably hollering at Apache over there or something, I don't know. And that buck way out there. So this is a pretty special little treat right here this morning. Pretty special little treat. Mr. Forrest, don't know if I'll ever get that, but you can see that's pretty loose. So that's not bothering him a bit. He's just wearing a different collar than normal. Little buddy, his is about to split as well. They're beginning to get rid of that coat. You can see and look at the difference in the coat here on Forrest and the coat on that one, TC. You look back there and see that depends on where they are on that summer coat. Very, 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 very nice. TC, look at that. Look at that. My goodness, going strong. Well, we have a little fire going this morning, you can see. We have set all of that brush on fire that's down by the lake. All of it's in front of the house. Now, the smoke's blowing right back to the house, but we got the wind blowing from the south. It was dead calm when we set that this morning, but as you know, the wind will come up. One of the reasons we went ahead and set it today, even though we knew we might have some wind, was it's supposed to rain within the next couple hours, so we're hoping to get some of that burned out before that rain, and then also hoping that obviously the rain would kind of keep us from the fire spreading or anything like that. But the wind has come up considerably since we started. We only burned right there in that, down to the big trees right there, so that area right there is burning, and it's a pretty nice little fire going. But that's the only way we can really get that area cleaned up. We can obviously load all of that up and haul it, but you got to get in there with a tractor or a backhoe, or not a backhoe, but a skid steer. When you do that, you're going to tear up a lot of grass as well. We're trying to keep the cart. Plus, you don't want to run over your sprinkler system with a skid steer or a tractor. So we got that fire going right about daylight. It was going pretty good. It's creating a lot of smoke. Seemed like more smoke than it is fire. It's going good. See if we can't get that cleaned up a little bit. We might get a little rain before today's over. We don't need any more rain, but if you think I'm going to complain about rain, you're wrong. Not a chance. Oh my goodness. It's been about an hour, and you can see that the wind has fanned the flames. They talk about the wind fanning the flames. The storm is about to hit. You see the flames that it's starting to rain on my back right now. I'm going to jump inside. You see the leaves blowing around. We look toward see the way the trees are blowing there. The storm is about to hit. You can look and see the rains going across the lake out there. And it obviously will put that fire out, so we didn't get too long a burn on it. Poor old boat dock down there. But you can see that it's fanning the flames. Now we're going to have to let those dry out again. That rain will put the fire out. And we'll see what happens with this storm. There are waves of rain going across the lake out there. You can see that coming this direction is rain. That going that direction is smoke. And the fire got up even larger there. It's a really nice fire going there. That the storm has knocked my satellite DirecTV out, which it does when it storms. And it did that actually before this started when that wind hit. So I've lost my television, so till this storm goes by, I'm sure. It's really a red hot flame right there, isn't it? And that's something right in the middle of that. A big old log is burning right in the middle of that. You see how red that is? That's wild, isn't it? But the rain is raining over on the other side of the lake and barely raining right here at the house. That's a half a mile across there probably. You see the rain going through the air over there coming this way. That's all rain. And where the fire is, that smoke is blowing away. So, another day at the Eagle. What a deal. What a deal. I love life.